Welcome to The Explainer. Today, we're going to unravel a fascinating detective puzzle, and get this, it's been hiding right in plain sight within an ancient artwork. We're going to decode a totally brilliant piece of satire involving just three things: a cat, a duck, and a chair. It's honestly an incredible example of how a seemingly simple, kind of everyday image can actually contain a deeply hidden, biting message. If you just know how to look for it. So, let's solve this mystery together.
All right, take a really close look at what we've got here. We see a cat holding a duck by the neck, and they're situated right underneath a chair with these really striking, heavily striped legs. Just take a second to soak in the details. You'll notice there's also a monkey jumping up above, but our main characters, the real subjects of our investigation today, are right down there at the bottom, the cat and the duck.
Okay, let's dive into this. Is this just a normal scene? I mean, if you were to just glance at it quickly, you'd probably say, yeah, absolutely, totally normal. It just looks like an everyday scene of a feline acting on its natural predatory instincts with a bird, right? But here is the catch. A quick glance completely misses the true, hidden meaning of the symbols. Because if you actually stop and think to read the symbols presented to us here, you're going to find something totally different. A whole new reality just opens up right before our eyes.
Section 1. A deceptively normal scene.
So let's peel back the very first layer of our detective work. On the surface level, like we just established, we have two primary subjects. We have a cat, which in Arabic is called hir, and we have a duck, which is called bata. Now, if you look quickly, you just say, okay, this is a natural scene of a hare and a bata. But if you think to read these words, not just as labels, but as literal puzzle pieces, that's when you unlock the cipher.
Section 2, the linguistic puzzle. Now, what's really interesting about this slide is how the artist actually used language, not just paint, to convey their true message. Let's look really closely at the text comparison we have here. On one side we have our cat, her. On the other side we have our duck, bata. The secret to this entire artwork doesn't actually lie in what the animals are physically doing in the painting. No, it lies in how their names interact with each other conceptually. And I gotta say, this is where the absolute genius of the satire really shines through.
Let me walk you through this linguistic equation step by step because it's incredibly clever. Step 1, we take the first letter from the word for duck, bata, and that's the letter ba. Step 2, we take that ba and we literally squeeze it. We just wedge it right into the middle of the word for cat, here. And when we do that, inserting the ba right into here, we arrive at step 3. We discover an entirely new hidden word, habra.
So what does this newly discovered word actually mean? Well, habra translates to stealing or grabbing a massive chunk. This is our major aha moment right here. When we see the cat gripping the duck, the artwork isn't just showing us nature taking its course. Through this awesome linguistic puzzle, the artist is explicitly telling us what the cat is really doing. It's habra. It's stealing and grabbing a massive chunk for itself.
Section 3. Decoding the hidden meaning. And this brilliantly illustrates how, with that wordplay revealed, our whole perspective shifts to a serious political critique. The source material explains this metaphor perfectly. This image raises the idea of the official who steals under the power of his seat. You see, the cat isn't just a cat, it's a stand-in. It's a metaphor for a corrupt official. And notice exactly where he's positioned. He's hiding and stealing his prize right under his seat. To break that metaphor down even further, the act of habra, stealing the ducks, is a direct representation of corrupt officials stealing from weak, vulnerable populations. The duck represents the everyday people, right? The folks who are being preyed upon, grabbed, and depleted by the very individuals who are supposed to be managing their affairs. It's such a powerful, deeply grounded, and frankly timeless critique of corruption, all hidden behind what looks like a cartoonish image.
Section 4, the power of the chair. Let's move to and see how this builds by looking back at the full picture. But this time, I want you to direct your complete focus away from the cat and the duck. Look up at those dominating, striped legs of the chair looming above the entire scene. They're massive, they're imposing, and they completely frame the corrupt act happening right below them. These aren't just background details, folks. They're a vital part of the story.
Those chair legs represent the authority and power of the seat. So the really crucial point here is that the chair represents the power of the office itself. It's exactly this authority, this looming power of the official seat that provides the shade and the protection, enabling the corrupt official to steal safely underneath it. I mean, without the power of the chair, the cat is completely exposed, but with the chair, the theft goes entirely unnoticed by the casual observer. This ancient artist managed to encode a complex political critique into a simple drawing, using language and visual metaphors, proving that political satire is literally as old as civilization itself. Which leaves us with a final, pretty provocative thought to ponder. Are the symbols of the past actually a mirror reflecting the realities of today? Does the official still quietly steal the duck under the shadow of the chair? Thank you so much for joining me on this explainer. I really hope it changed the way you look at art, and I'll leave you to think about that question.